I'm a 26-year-old guy who was in a relationship with a 24-year-old woman named Lily for roughly 2.5 years. My ex called me dependable, predictable, and dull. I took her at her word, ended things, and when she came crawling back, I'd already moved forward with my life. I met Lily through a friend's girlfriend at a rooftop gathering in the city. She had this magnetic energy. When she entered a room, everyone seemed to notice her. She was lively, always up for anything, the complete opposite of my laid-back vibe. The first year was honestly amazing. She pushed me out of my routine, dragging me to music festivals I'd never have considered and convincing me to try Thai food. I still don't like it, but that's beside the point. I even started attending yoga classes because she loved them. Picture me, surrounded by middle-aged women, attempting warrior pose at dawn. No judgment, please. My dad, Thomas, found it hilarious. Yoga? What's next? Kombucha diets, he teased. He's been my rock since my mom passed when I was 12. He raised me solo, taught me carpentry, and never remarried, claiming one woman trying to fix him was enough for a lifetime. He's got this knack for saying what everyone's thinking but too polite to voice. By year 2, things started to change. Lily would vanish for entire weekends on girls' trips that seemed to happen constantly. She got obsessed with following trendy travel bloggers on Instagram, always raving about some exclusive event in Miami or a secret party in LA. She fell in with a crowd obsessed with the live your truth mantra, you know, the type who post inspirational quotes over beach photos. The leader of this group was her friend Sasha, a 26-year-old with some vague PR job that somehow funded her endless festival hopping. Sasha was like Lily's personal cheerleader for bad decisions, always preaching that Lily was too young to be tied down and needed to live it up in her 20s. My dad met Sasha once at a cookout and saw right through her. That one's bad news. Empty smile, like a shark, he said. He wasn't wrong. Sasha would bombard Lily with texts about parties, trips, and can't-miss opportunities. Lily would get these messages, and suddenly our plans would evaporate. A quiet dinner became, Sasha got us into this insane rooftop rave. Or, Sasha's friend knows a club owner who can get us VIP. The conversation that ended it all happened 4 months ago, on a random Wednesday evening. We were eating tacos I'd made. Yeah, I cooked, deal with it. I mentioned my friend Daniel's wedding in November.
Wanna be my date?
It's gonna be a blast. Open bar, great music. She burst out laughing, not a cute chuckle but a full-on cackle, like I just asked her to help me clean my garage. November? That's, like, half a year away. Who knows where we'll be by then, she said.
I set my fork down.
What do you mean, where we'll be? She sipped her fancy $20 kombucha. She insisted we needed it because it was artisan, and looked at me like I was clueless.
James, come on.
This is great for now, but I'm not ready to lock things down. I'm 24. I want to explore, meet people, live life. I'm not into playing house yet. So what am I to you exactly? I asked. She paused, took another sip, and stared like she was solving a math problem.
You're reliable, steady.
You're like a cozy blanket.
You're the guy LL come back to when I'm ready for the serious stuff.
Right now, you're more like a chapter I'm not done writing. A chapter. I felt like I was in a movie where the sound cuts out.
A chapter.
I said. She shrugged. Don't take it personally. I'm just not ready to settle yet. When I'm like 28, I'll want the whole marriage, kids, boring life thing.
And you'll be there, right?
Doing your carpenter thing, making good money, being dependable. I was a pit stop in her story, something she'd pick back up after she was done with the exciting parts. So you expect me to just wait? I asked.
She shrugged again.
Like it was obvious. Why not?
We are good together.
I just need to get this wild phase out of my system.
You'll still be here, being you.
Thanks for the clarity, I said. She smiled, thinking she'd won some debate, and went back to scrolling through Instagram, oohing over some influencers' Maldives pics. See, you get it. You're mature like that. That night, I made a choice that changed everything. But first, I called my dad. She said what? He asked, his voice low and sharp, a sign he was furious. Dad doesn't yell, he gets quiet and lethal. I'm just a chapter, a placeholder till she's done partying. He replied, Well, that's the best gift she could have given you. Most people spend years figuring out what you just learned in one night. What do you mean? I asked. She showed you exactly who she is and what you mean to her.
Believer. Now act like it.
If I was just a temporary stop, I'd start treating it that way. No fuss, no pleading, just practical steps. It began that weekend. She wanted to go to some underground club Sasha had hyped up.
Come on, it's gonna be epic. The DJ's unreal.
Nah, I'm good, I said. Enjoy it. She was surprised but pleased, thinking it meant more freedom for her. I was starting to think you were getting too attached, she said. What she didn't know was I was using those weekends for something better. I stopped investing in us. Not out of spite, just logic. Why buy groceries for her apartment if I'm temporary? Why hang out with her party friends if I'd never see them again after she moved on? She didn't notice at first, too caught up in her best life with Sasha as her wingwoman. Every weekend was a new escapade, yacht parties, music festivals, last-minute trips to Vegas or Miami. Her Instagram was a curated gallery of cocktails at trendy bars and dancing at clubs I'd never heard of. Meanwhile, I started rebuilding my life. I signed up for a pottery class I'd always wanted to try. Turns out, I'm pretty good with a wheel. I joined a running group that met Saturday mornings when Lily was usually recovering from Friday night's chaos. I started volunteering at a local youth center, teaching kids basic woodworking. The biggest step was house hunting. I'd been saving for years for my carpentry jobs, always telling myself I was waiting for the right moment, or for us to be ready. If there was no us in my future, why wait? I found a perfect fixer-upper in Oakwood, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a massive backyard. It needed work but had great potential. Built in 1955, it had original oak floors, a retro fireplace, a kitchen stuck in the 1960s, and a bathroom with mustard yellow tiles. The inspection revealed surprises: solid copper wiring in better condition than most new builds I'd seen. The plumbing needed an upgrade, but the foundation was rock solid. Dad came to check it out. He poked around for 15 minutes, tested the pipes, and inspected the roof. Roof's good, foundation solid, wiring's fixable. You'd be an idiot not to buy this. Think I can handle the renovations? I asked. Kid, I've been teaching you this stuff since you were 10. Plus, I'm not retired yet. I can still swing a wrench. The previous owners, an older couple, had lived there for 45 years, keeping everything pristine but dated. They even left a workshop in the garage with a vintage tool chest from the 1950s. Dad nearly lost it when he saw it. These tools are worth more than your deposit. I made an offer without telling Lily. She was at a music festival with Sasha, posting stories of herself in sparkly outfits, dancing to bands I didn't know. I got the text that my offer was accepted while she sent me clips of some glowing sculpture shaped like a giant mushroom.
Miss you, this is wild. Can't wait to tell you.
I replied, have fun, and went back to reviewing the inspection report with Dad. When are you telling Party Princess about the house? Dad asked. Why would I? She's not gonna live in it. He grinned.
Déteste my son.
The running group became my new routine. Every Saturday at 6 a.m., we'd hit different trails around town, way better than sleeping off a hangover like I used to when Lily was out late. That's where I met Emma, a 23-year-old fitness coach with a sharp, sarcastic wit that threw me off. Our first chat was about protein bars. Whoever thought chia seeds belong in food deserves jail time, she said, tossing one out of her bag. Finally, someone gets it, I replied.
Chia seed are juste crunchy sadness.
That's grim. I like it, she said. We started running together more, just as friends at first since I was still technically with Lily, even though she'd made it clear I was just a placeholder. Emma helped me pick out flooring for the house. Turns out, she's got an eye for design and knows more about construction than most contractors I've met. Why do you know so much about drywall? I asked at a hardware store. My dad's a builder, she said. I spent summers hauling lumber instead of going to camp. Learned more about electrical than most of my clients. She was right. The first day Emma came to help with the house, Dad was there installing new countertops. I was nervous about the meeting, but it was fine. You must be Emma, Dad said, not looking up from his tape measure. James mentioned you. All good stuff, I hope, she replied. He said you've got thoughts on flooring. That's either a great sign or a red flag. Emma laughed. Depends on the flooring. I've got thoughts on everything. Dad turned to me. I like her already. Emma's construction knowledge was no joke. She showed up the next weekend with her own toolbox and caught a mistake in the bathroom layout that would have cost me thousands to fix later. You can't put the sink there unless you move that pipe. See how it runs right under the vanity. Dad was impressed. I was starting to fall for her. Meanwhile, Lily's party phase was in overdrive. Her Instagram posts got wilder, pictures with random guys at raves, captioned with stuff like chasing vibes or life's too short to stay home. Sasha would comment things like, "Slay Queen, this is what your 20s are for." Dad saw one of her posts when I was scrolling during a break. She looks like she's auditioning for a reality show. What's her plan here? I don't think she has one, I said. Sasha's got her convinced this is what joy looks like. The moment that solidified everything happened at the youth center. I was teaching a 13-year-old named Lucas how to carve a wooden box, and his mom came to pick him up. "You're great with kids," she said. "Got any of your own?" "Not yet," I said. "Someday, though." "She's lucky," she said. "Guys who are good with kids are hard to find."
I almost looked.
My girlfriend was probably in a desert somewhere with Sasha, high on life, explicitly not wanting kids or anything serious. That night, I texted Lily, "We need to talk when you're back." She replied, "Ooh, serious vibes."
You're not proposing, are you?
That'd be super weird, with a string of laughing emojis. "Nope, definitely not," I texted back. Lily got back from a festival 4 days later, looking like she'd been through a windstorm, tanned, tired, smelling like incense and bad choices.
She came to my place.
I still hadn't mentioned the house. Sasha had stayed behind for some unmissable after-party. "So what's this big talk?" she asked.
Don't tell me you're getting all needy.
I had the best time, and I don't want to ruin the high. "I wanted to thank you," I said.
She blinked, confused.
"Thank me? For what?" "For being upfront about how you see me. It really cleared things up." She shifted uncomfortably. "I didn't mean it like that." "You did," I said.
You want to live it up now. Settle down latte.
"I respect that, but I don't want to be anyone's backup plan. So let's end this clean." Her jaw dropped.
Ouais, you're dumping me.
"We're dumping each other," I said.
You want freedom. You want respect.
We both win. She was stunned. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. I was supposed to wait patiently, like a loyal dog. "But we're good together," she said. "You're perfect for me, long term." "Long term," I repeated. "That's the issue."
You want me latte. Not now. I'm not waiting.
"You're overreacting," she said. "I just need time to figure stuff out. You're being so dramatic." "Take all the time you need," I said.
Just not with me.
She stormed out, fuming. Within hours, she was posting Instagram stories with quotes about knowing your value, and guys who can't handle confident women. Fine by me. I had drywall to hang. I called Dad to tell him it was done. "How'd she take it?" he asked. "About as well as you'd expect. Lots of dramatic posts about weak men." "Good," he said.
You coming over tomorrow?
"That drywall won't hang itself." After the breakup, Lily went full party mode. Her Instagram was a blur of clubs, festivals, and authentic moments. Meanwhile, I was settling into my house. The running group became my therapy. Emma and I were spending more time together, still as friends, but close ones. She helped me pick out a new stove when my old one broke. We spent a whole Saturday at appliance stores, debating whether matte black or silver was better. "Matte black hides smudges better," she said. "But silver matches the fridge I already got," I countered. "Fair," she said. "Also, you bought a fridge before you had a working kitchen? Bold move." Dad was there, too. "He's been making bold moves his whole life," he said. "At least this one's practical." Emma started coming to the house more, helping with projects or just chilling. Dad treated her like family, his subtle way of giving his approval. "Emma, hold this tape measure while I mark this," he said during a bathroom renovation. "Sure thing, Thomas," she replied. He turned to me.
Your girlfriend has got better aim than you.
She's not my girlfriend, I said. Yet. Dad smirked. Yet, huh?
Emma, you hear that?
Loud and clear, she grinned. All right, both of you zip it and help me with this sink, Dad said. Apparently, Sasha was keeping tabs on my social media and feeding info to Lily. I'd post normal stuff, trail runs, kids at the woodworking camp, my failed attempt at baking bread, disaster but funny. This bugged Lily because it showed I was fine without her. Sasha started leaving snarky comments on my posts. Wow, loving the solo life, huh? Or hope you're not just faking it for the gram. I blocked her after the fourth comment. Then Lily started popping up everywhere. The coffee shop I hit on Sundays, the gym. She even showed up at the youth center, saying she wanted to volunteer. James, wow, fancy seeing you here, she said. Here to help with the kids? I asked. Totally, she said.
I love kids. Wanna give back, you know.
The coordinator asked about her schedule, and suddenly she remembered a trip to Cancun with Sasha, then a festival in Arizona. She never returned. The real drama kicked off when she found out about the house, not from me but from our mutual friend Ethan, who'd helped me move a table. My phone exploded. You bought a house? You didn't tell me? That's a huge deal. We talked about getting a place together.
He looked out loud.
We'd never once discussed buying anything together. She'd made it clear she wasn't ready for that.
He texted back, I booked a house for my future.
You said you weren't part of it. Why would I tell you? Because we were together for 2.5 years, she replied. That's a major decision. Were, I said. Past tense. Your call. She fired back, you're so petty. I never said I didn't want you forever. You said I was a chapter, I replied. Your words. She called me 20 times. I was busy helping Emma plant peppers in my backyard. She's apparently a gardening pro too. That night, Lily went off on social media, posting a rant about guys who make big decisions behind your back and lack communication. Sasha, from a new burner account, was all over the comments, calling me sneaky and intimidated by Lily's empowerment. Her crew piled on, saying I was shady. The irony was rich. Things calmed down for a month. I was living in the house, still renovating but loving it. The garden was actually growing. Life was good. Emma and I started dating officially, taking it slow, but it felt different. She made plans like I was a given, booking dinner 2 weeks out without hesitation. It was refreshing. Dad loved seeing us together. This is what real looks like, he said while we were hanging new shelves. No nonsense, no games, just two people who actually want to be together. Nice, I said. Nice, he scoffed. It's healthy. Big difference. Then Lily's 25th birthday hit, and it seemed to spark a midlife crisis. Her Instagram shifted from party shots to deep quotes about new beginnings and finding yourself. She texted me, "Hey, I've been reflecting. Can we meet?" Curious, I agreed. We met at a trendy downtown cafe with brick walls and $8 lattes. She looked worn out, less party queen, more like she'd been running on empty. Thanks for coming, she said. I know things ended messy. What's up, Lily? I asked. I've been thinking about what I want, she said. I was immature before. I'm ready now. For what? To get serious, settle down. I got the partying out of my system. I'm ready for the next step with you. She said it like I should be thrilled she'd finally deemed me worthy. So you're ready now, and I'm supposed to just be here? I asked. We were great together, James, she said. I just needed time to grow. Now I know what I want. And you thought I'd wait because you loved me? I know you did, she said. That doesn't just vanish. Plus, you're a carpenter. It's not like you're swimming in options. Even now, she was belittling me. I did love you, I said. Past tense. You called me a chapter, so I moved on. She started crying, angry tears. So, you're punishing me? Is the house about hurting me? The house is about my future, I said. The future you said you didn't want. I saw you with that fitness girl on Instagram, she said. Is this about her? Emma, I corrected. And no, it's about me choosing someone who doesn't see me as a fallback. That stung. She flinched. I didn't mean settle for you. You said settling down with me was for after the fun, I reminded her. That makes me the boring option for later. So that's it, she said. 2.5 years, and you just walk away like I was nothing? You walked away first, I said. You just thought I'd wait. She tried one last move. What if I was pregnant? Are you? I asked. No, but what if? Even if you were, why would I trust it's mine? You're such a jerk, she said. I was honest, and this is how you treat me. She stormed out, blocked me everywhere, and posted more quotes about men who can't handle growth and reveal their true colors when you're vulnerable. That evening, I was at the house with Dad and Emma, wiring new lights in the living room. I told them about the cafe meeting. Emma laughed. She really said you don't have options because you're a carpenter? Verbatim, I said. Dad set down his wrench. She has no clue what she lost twice. Twice? I asked. Once when she called you a chapter, and again today when she thought you'd jump at her crumbs. He picked up his wrench. Her mistake. Emma, flip that switch. On it, Thomas, she said. Now let's see if James wired this right or if we're calling a pro, Dad said. Lily's rejection sent her into a tailspin, according to mutual friends. She became fixated on proving I'd regret it. Sasha fueled it, telling her I was rebounding and Emma was just a gym rat who didn't know the real me. The harassment started subtly. Lily would drive by the house when I was in the yard, sitting in her car across the street for 15 minutes, just watching. I ignored it, thinking she'd lose interest. Dad noticed